What's going on, YouTube? Hey, my name is Josh Watson. I'm the founder of Elite Savage Athletics. I wanted to give you guys a background on me and the page and why I created it and what to expect for the future. So, I was in the military for about 9 years. I served in the Marine Corps and I did 3 tours of Iraq and 2 to Afghanistan. I played high school football, I played college football, and I played football for the Marine Corps for a little while after I got done deploying. I served time overseas as a contractor, and I've been in and out of a law enforcement background for the last 10 years or so. So I created this page for people that are preparing for a sporting event, football, baseball, doesn't matter what sport, or military or law enforcement. I I do train, non LEO positions and non-military and non-athletes. People just want to get in shape, but they find that like the way I set up programs, it has a destination in mind, right? So we kind of already saw what's on my page. If you viewed it, watch some of the videos. I prefer to train young athletes preparing for, their sporting event, whether that's football, etc., baseball, or, someone that's in about that 14 to 16-year-old range that is trying to get into the military. That's an area that you don't have a lot of exposure to. You don't see a lot of content on people. How do you get ready for the military? Well, it's not just about going out and running a PFT. It's also about how to prepare mentally, how to prepare emotionally, what to expect. So like Elite Savage Athletics YouTube channel is going to cover all those types of things. It's also going to talk to the combat veterans. So if you're a veteran, you may want to stay tuned because I'm going to talk about PTSD. I'm going to talk about the VA. I'm going to talk about resumes. I'm going to talk about how to get in a government position. I was a federal corrections officer for a little while. I'll tell you how hard it is to get into the government position, and I'll tell you what I'm fighting with currently. I'll tell you how to combat those battles of PTSD post-military life. I'll also give you tips and tricks and life hacks that I've learned along the way for not only fitness, but in life in general. I've been around. Like I said, I did 5 tours. 2 of them was in 2-6 in Fallujah, about 2005 to 2007. Not quite Phantom Fury intensity, but still nonetheless was ridiculous. And then I went on to Afghanistan, and again, same thing. So this channel is going to be chock full of all different kind of things. So every day may not be your topic, but I promise you, and if you leave comments below telling me something that you want to talk about, then I will bring my life into the conversation, and maybe it'll help guide you. There'll also be some religion in this. I fought real hard, especially with my deployments, with the acceptance and realization of the presence of God. And I combated that for a long time. I have a great story to tell you. It's my story. It's my coming to Jesus moment. So that will probably be somewhere in the content. I will post things about family. I'll post things about being a father for fathers. Not necessarily on a how-to, just inspiration, right? My whole life has been about inspiration. I've been in leadership positions for most of my life, whether it was a captain for a football team or it was a, section leader, platoon sergeant in the Marine Corps. So I got out, I finished rank at staff sergeant. It's an E6. So, and then my last tour in Afghanistan, I was an embedded platoon sergeant. So I was training Afghans and Marines and trying to mesh those two things together. So a lot of that came with life lessons, right? And I also was a corrections officer, like I said. I was a corrections officer for over 3.5 years. So I learned a vast amount of information that I would have never picked up anywhere else in life, right? And I will go into those and I will pick topics. And if people start commenting and telling me things that they want to talk about, life hacks that they want to, figure out, I graduated summa cum laude from Liberty University with a 4.0, so I have an education as well. I've been in and out of contracting as well. I'm going to talk about contracting. So for those vets that are coming out of the military, don't know what to do with themselves, I'm going to help you with your VA. I'm going to help you with, like, if you want to go overseas, you want to do WIPs, worldwide protection, right? That's the big one. That's the one everyone wants to do. I did that for about 4 years almost. So I can help you along the way. All I ask is you subscribe to my page, you like the content, and then you can also go to other social media platforms. I have a LinkedIn page. You can kind of get my background as far as other stuff that you won't really see on the Facebook, but I also have a Facebook page for Elite Savage Athletics as well. We will talk about fitness. We will talk about all array of things on this channel. So if this is something that you're interested in and you think it's going to help you, even if it's not going to be every day, but there might be something that strikes an interest to you that might be just worth going ahead and subscribing to the channel. Look, I'm not going to blow up. I'm not going to be this huge YouTube guru. Okay, this is about as awesome as it's going to get as far as like setting up cameras. I'm not one of those people that are going to get all fancy with it, right? And I really hope that I don't get the ads to interrupt my content. I know that's where the money's at, but that's not what I'm about. Okay, I'm about putting out sound motivation, guidance, kind of like a life coach type mentality / big brother leader, right? So everyone wishes they had a big brother if they didn't have one. Like, I have 2 older sisters, wonderful, love them, but I wish I had a brother, right? Kids that are watching this, like, if you don't have a brother but you want someone to inspire you, I'm the person to do that for you. Okay, I'm going to be bringing all kinds of content into this. And if people start giving me things in the comments below of things that they want to talk about, I'm hoping to start a podcast just because there's so much to talk about, right? It's not just about the military or law enforcement. It's about the young athletes, and it's about the kids that aren't really sure what to do, right, with themselves. I'll talk about grooming and things like that. I don't care what the subject is. If there's something that you as a viewer wants to know, like, I will do my due diligence and we will get some stuff together, and it's going to help your life out. So I really hope that you decide to subscribe to the channel. Like it when you like it. Don't like everything, just like what you like, right? And feed me stuff. Feed me comments, feed me information that you as a viewer want to know, right? And if I don't know it, I'll tell you, hey guys, I don't know anything about that. But treat it as like a community and not like another YouTube channel, right? I want this to be kind of like a dialogue. I want to build a rapport with each and every one of you that decides to subscribe. I don't feel like I'm going to have a massive fan base, which is perfectly fine. But if my subscribers send comments below and tell me what they want to know about me, about life, about contracting, about the military, about law enforcement, about federal jobs, I don't care what it is. I don't care. I have a story for you. I guarantee it. And it's a legit, true story. And it probably is going to help impact your life in a positive way. And if anything, you can take it away and say, I don't want to do that. And then it'll be a lesson that you don't have to learn the hard way, right? I'm all about motivation, okay? I wake up every day about between 4:30 and 5. I walk for meditation and clear my head. So I will be giving kind of like tips and tricks along the way that I've learned everything the hard way. From the topics that no one wants to talk about, religion, all the way down to, getting a hair transplant because I felt like I needed it because it was something that I wanted to have done because I've had a widow's peak my whole life. Right? I'm not afraid to talk about anything at all. All right? The only thing I ask is you subscribe and you tell me what you want to talk about. Treat me as that, friend that you may not have. If you're a kid and you're allowed to be on YouTube and you're watching this, by all means, like, get a hold of me. Hey, Josh, like, I had a problem in school today. This is what happened. What's your advice? I will tell you, and I will be very candid, I'll be very respectful, and I'll be very truthful. And if I don't know, if you look behind me, I got 1,000 books that I can pull some information from that might just change your life. So, again, my name is Josh Watson. If you've watched all the way through this 9 minutes and 50 seconds, then I greatly appreciate it. You're going to see a thing that's going to pop up that says subscribe. If you like it, if you think I'm going to be able to impact your life in any way, shape, or form, I encourage you, please subscribe and hit the like button and throw down a comment. And I will immediately respond to you, and we will start a dialogue and a relationship. And if I got 20 people, I got 20 people. If I got 20,000 people, then I got a long day ahead of me, because I want this channel to be a life changing thing. I don't want it to just be someone spitting out information to boost their subscriptions and etc. to make money. That's not what I'm about. I have a lot of life lessons that I think you as a viewer can take away and learn the easier way than having to do it the hard way. And I guarantee it, out of all the people that have viewed my channel, there is one of you that has something that you want to ask. There's something that's, that caught your attention, as far as, are you a kid that's getting bullied at school? I want to know about that. Let's fix it, right? Are you someone that's getting anxious because he's 14, 15 years old and he wants some guidance, like he's thinking about the military. Okay, but what about it? I just talked to 4 different recruiters that gave me a bunch of BS, right? So come talk to me, because I'm not going to give you BS, and I'm going to tell you exactly which branch is good, why it's good, which branch is bad, why it's bad. And I'm not going to have bias, because I promise you, the only reason why you join the Marine Corps is for 2 reasons. 1, because you like things that suck, and 2, you think the uniform is going to get you the next girlfriend, which both are true, okay? But it's not the ideal branch. I'm going to tell you that right now. So if you subscribe, you stay tuned for future content, I'm going to answer anything you can imagine. And I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. And like we say in the military, if I don't have an answer for you, I'm going to get an answer for you. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to call you on it. I'm going to say, hey, this is it, and I'm going to do it in a manner in which it will feel like it's directed right at you, but you will never be brought into the conversation. It will be, so I've had these questions. These are the ones that I felt were the most pressing that needed to be answered. Bam, here's the answers in my perspective, with my life lessons, right? So if this is something that's going to be of interest to you, I highly encourage you to subscribe to my channel. Send me a comment, introduce yourself, and I will talk right directly to you. Look, I don't have a big following, right? But I want people to feel comfortable to be able to come to my channel and find relief, or a friend that can answer some questions from a different perspective. I don't care if you're, a kid or an adult, if you're fighting things in life. Look, I've had 2 failed marriages. I have a beautiful family now. I have 2 wonderful kids. I'm 37 years old, so I'm kind of on a younger side, but I've been a leader in the military. I've been a leader on the football field. I've been a leader as a father. I wholeheartedly believe in my faith, and we'll talk about those things. And some content may not be for you, but if you subscribe, and it might be a catching topic that you're like, ooh, I need to see what Josh has to say about this, because I actually have some real world, situations going on that he might be able to help me with. And I'll try to keep the videos short, right? No one wants to watch 2-hour videos on life. That's not what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to keep them to where I no more than like 10 minutes to 15 minutes, but answers your question. Okay, or gives the majority what they're looking for. Okay, so again, my name is Josh Watson. This is Elite Savage Athletics. All right, and I just wanted to take a moment to tell you what we're about and what we're going to be producing. Like I said, to give you a quick rundown, it's topics on PTSD, military, law enforcement, contracting, college, life, being bullied, being socially awkward, you name it. I promise you, I've had some form of experience in it. Okay, having a failed marriage, let's talk about it. Having a kid, I want to hear about it. That's exciting, right? So maybe you can ask a question, hey, what is it like to be a new father? What's it this like? And I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you flat out, right? And I'm going to tell you things that you may not want to hear. I'm not going to give you all the hype, you know what I mean? Because guess what? If I get a thumbs down and you say, I didn't like your content, well, guess what? Then I'm probably reaching half the party that does like the content because they're the ones that needed that content. If you didn't like it, it probably struck a nerve with you. And if it struck a nerve, then maybe we should talk about that nerve that you struck, okay? So my name is Josh. I really hope that you subscribe. Come back, check it out. You don't have to like everything, okay? Don't ever feel obligated. It's just, this is going to be a channel that's going to try to touch as many lives as I possibly can from all different aspects, from kids to adults to military to law enforcement. I don't care what or who you are, what your preferences are. Everyone here is welcome across the board, okay? I am very transparent with who I am and how comfortable I am, and I'll tell you about anything that you ask. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. You just got to subscribe, and you got to hit that like button and throw a comment down so I know what to talk about. I will talk about what I think is necessary and what's relevant at the time, but I don't know what you want to talk about unless you throw that comment below. All right? So, hey, if you stuck out through this 16 plus minutes of me running my mouth, I greatly appreciate it. That subscribe thing is about to pop up. Go ahead and hit it. Hit the like, hit the dislike, or tell me what your thoughts are. And I would love to get back to you, build some rapport, and let's see if we can make some life-changing decisions. All right. Until the next video, I'll talk to you guys later.